This time, I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts.
What's going on? Appreciate you tuning in once again. Um, I don't want to appear like I'm always serious. I'm always in a good mood, but you know, I like to share my thoughts. And today's thoughts for me is, why do communities, specifically Black and Hispanic communities, and I say this because usually the community is a mix of the two when we speak about, minority communities. This is very frustrating for me, just like on a human being level, just as someone that pays property tax, just as someone that pays a mortgage, even if I paid rent, all of this still applies. Why, as a community, do we not keep our neighborhoods clean? Like, it's one of the most frustrating things for me when I come outside, especially like if I'm walking my dog. I go on these walks, I'm taking my dog outside, and I'm walking, I go around the corner, and I just see people just throwing their trash on the ground. Now, granted, in my neighborhood, there's no trash cans or anything that are like on the street corners or anything like that. However, that's still not an excuse to just throw your trash on the floor. Like, and I'm not talking about like small trash where it's like, maybe a tissue or maybe a paper towel or maybe like a can of soda. I'm talking about like full-fledged, like half-eaten Chinese food, just tossed on the floor. And like in my neighborhood, there's like, it's not just concrete on the sidewalk. There's like there's like patches of grass, like a side of grass that goes down as well. And people just really take it upon themselves just to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to wait till I get home to throw this in the trash. You know what? I'm not going to wait until I see a trash can to drop this in. There's not even a courtesy to say, you know what? I have this trash. Let me tie it up in a bag. At least if you're gonna litter, at least try to do it. And this is not even littering. Let me not downplay. This is full on throwing trash. Half-eaten Chinese food. I'm talking about the foam plate is just tossed into the grass, not even like sitting up neatly. I'm talking about like just tossed upside down. You see the rice, the chicken wings just spread out all over the grass, on the floor. Like I said, I could understand like one can of soda or something like that, but we're talking about like cans, bottles, foods. I've even seen, like, when you buy a cake and the cake is like laid out on a tray and it's a full cake. It looks like at a party, maybe 25% of this big cake was eaten. And I guess nobody wanted it anymore after that. So I guess someone took it upon themselves to bring it out and literally throw it in the grass, like just on the floor, random. I feel so sorry for the house on the corner next to me, because they have like this nice grass area, sidewalk type of situation, and people really just see that as like a trash dumping grounds. I'm not talking about regular trash. I'm talking about the most nastiest things, noodles, like what, and you know what? I lied. There are trash cans in the area. Why is it we just can't walk one block to put that in the trash? Why is it that, there's a gas station right up this way with like 30 trash cans? Why we can't go there and just throw it in the trash? Sure, as a homeowner, I can go to City Hall, complain about it, and we can do all of that, right? We can say, hey, we don't have enough trash receptacles in our neighborhoods. This is what leads to this situation. But that's, regardless of that, we shouldn't be doing that. I almost see that as an excuse. That's why I don't go to City Hall, because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, sure, we go to City Hall, we can complain, we can do whatever we want to do, but it's like that still doesn't change the fact that people are nasty. Like you people are nasty. Disgust. That's it's just like that tells me so much about a person, that you could just, you're outside eating a plate of food or whatever you ordered and you don't want it anymore, so you decided to just dump it on the ground by somebody's home, by someone's apartment building. And the crazy thing is, the people that are doing that, they don't live in, it would be even worse if they did live in the neighborhood, but they never live in the neighborhood. It's always like, I'm on my way home, I live like 2-3 blocks away. They would never, and that's the crazy, it's very disrespectful, but you wouldn't do that in front of your house. Maybe you might, because the stuff that I've seen, and not just even in my neighborhood, I've been throughout my life. This is why I make this statement. I know it is a bold statement, but the minority communities, we have to do way better. I'm speaking to African Americans and Hispanics, because usually the community means one and the same. We're all together, living as one. I work hard, and I'm pretty sure you do too. You come home, right? You just finished a hard day at work. You pay your bills, you pay your rent, you pay your mortgage, and you just want to come home, relax, and enjoy. But it's like on your way home, you just walking, you just seeing filth. And it doesn't necessarily mean the neighborhood isn't safe, or there's other issues there, but it's like, why is that okay? Why is that accepted? Like, there was a time I was outside, I was walking my dog, went around the block. I came back, and someone in his car, some Hispanic guy, probably like age 40s, early 50s. He's drinking his cup of coffee. I'm coming, his car is this way and I'm coming from this way. So he doesn't see me, but he's in his car and he's drinking his coffee. And then he literally puts the coffee in the other hand and throws it out his side window. Now, remember that house that I told you I feel sorry for on the corner? So he throws it in front of their house on the grass. So me, I'm somebody, I see something, it bothers me, I mind my business. But like, I live here. Although this isn't right in front of my house, I'm a few houses down. I live here. Literally, pay taxes, pay property taxes. Like, I live here. I don't want to see my neighborhood look like that, even in the slightest. So I'm walking my dog, and I'm already black, tall guy, big, so it's already going to come across as I'm aggressive. But in that moment, I didn't even care. I just felt the ultimate disrespect. Walked up to the car. I said, dude, what are you doing? I said, you live here? Like, and to be honest with you, I was ready for anything that came with that. If he would have stepped out of the car and felt the way, I was ready to knock him out. Like, true story. Not that I'm someone that looks for violence or anything, but it was just so disrespectful to see that person just roll down their window, throw out their cup of coffee on someone's lawn, on someone's grass in front of their home. It was already bad enough. There was already trash there, but it's like I caught the person in the moment. So I had to address that. I wasn't going to keep it pushing in me and like, yo, man, these jackasses. So I pressed him on the situation. He said, oh, because he saw in my eyes, I wasn't even, you would have said anything smart. You would have came out the car and tried to act big. You would have went down. He already saw it in my eyes. He already felt my energy. Even my dog was sort of like, bro, you're usually a happy guy. Like, what's wrong? So, immediately he comes out the car. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, don't apologize. You're only sorry because I caught you. You're sorry because I caught you in the act. He comes out the car. He's like, oh, I apologize. Let me go pick it up. And then he goes and he picks it up. And I'm just looking at him. I'm like, yo. And he kept on. I said, stop apologizing to me. Just don't do that here. You in a car. You could have left that. We have cup holders in our cars. You could have left that right there until you got home. Maybe you get to a gas station, you getting some gas. You could have threw that in a trash can. So for me, the apologizing, it didn't matter to me. Like, you guys, not to the ones that are doing it, you know who you are. You're nasty. Like, I'm tired of going, to visit friends and go to my old neighborhoods or go to any neighborhoods where it's predominantly black and Hispanic. And then I'm looking on the floor and it's just garbage everywhere. Garbage everywhere. And then the crazy thing, and you know what kills me about this? Now, when someone comes in and they start buying up properties, they start remodeling properties, they start cleaning the neighborhoods, because obviously they've invested in this property. They want to make sure that this property looks amazing. The area surrounding the property has to look amazing. Trust me, as a homeowner, I understand property value, right? Those things matter. The appearance of a neighbor, it matters. So what kills me is that black and Hispanics, right? We will get so upset. And we like to say, oh, the white man, he come and gentrifies the neighborhood and buys up all the properties, and then the rent gets high, then we can't afford to live here. It forces us to move out. In certain circumstances, I can agree with that. I could level with you on that. In certain circumstances, yes. But to be honest with y'all, we have to keep it real with ourselves. We'll have the neighborhood before anybody. We'll have it. We own it. The reason why these people are able to come in and do what they do is because they're buying the properties from us, because property owners that are minorities, black and Hispanics, we come home and we're like, yo, the neighborhood is like, I don't even like coming home. Like, it looks nasty. Let me sell and move somewhere else. Take that money that I made and move somewhere else much cleaner. Y'all got to understand that's part of it. Whether I'm coming home here or somewhere else, when I get to these places, I'm like, yo, I'm selling. I don't want to be here. I get it. It's not always necessarily about the safety of a neighborhood or anything like that. It's just like, come on, like, I'm coming home and you guys are nasty. The neighborhood isn't presentable. I'm bringing guests over. I have people coming over. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to like walk around and. But back to the neighborhoods being gentrified. So we do all this complaining, all this hollering, and all of this. But when we have the actual neighborhood, when it is predominantly black, Hispanic, you'd be surprised who actually owns these homes. It's not always a white person. It really isn't. So we gotta move away from that. We don't take care of anything. We don't. We allow our neighborhoods to turn into literal trash, garbage. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. And I'm pretty sure you guys can resonate with me. I work hard to earn my money. I work hard. My bills aren't low. I'm pretty sure your bills aren't low because we never get paid enough for the bills that we have. When I come home, that me walking home, me going to the corner store, like, I got to be comfortable. My skin shouldn't be crawling. I shouldn't be disgusted. Like, I shouldn't see trash cans tipped over, or people just tossing their trash on the floor, like on a big scale. I could say if I saw like when I've lived in neighborhoods where there's none of that, where there's none of it. And unfortunately, yes, there were black people because obviously I was there. And yes, there was some black people there, but predominantly it was other races. Predominantly. I'm talking about clean sidewalks. The grass is clean 24/7. Everyone that lives in that neighborhood understands to keep it clean, to pick up after themselves. Nothing is left on the ground. If so, it's by accident. Maybe the wind blew something from 10 blocks away, but it is clean. But it's so disappointing when I get into a community with black and Hispanics. There's so much trash around. We don't care. We don't take care of anything. We don't even take care of the properties. Let's talk about apartment buildings. People urinating in the elevator, trash all in the hallway, on the staircase. Like, we don't take care of anything. Like, we don't realize the gold mine that we have. Rent is low. We probably have a great property owner that's keeping the rent low. But it's like we gotta, that tells me so much about a person. Like, the person that does those kind of things, like, how nasty are you? Like, I would never want to enjoy a meal at your home. Like, if I knew you were a person that was doing that and I caught you in that moment, don't invite. I'm never coming to your house to eat. If you're comfortable with doing something like this crazy, like it's crazy. Anything you can think of, any type of trash you could. I'm not talking about small little balled up papers, and I'm talking about food tossed on the floor. I'm talking about, like, come on. Like, I'm walking my dog sometimes, and I have to really monitor what's, because he could pick up anything. It's come on. Y'all doing all of that. Y'all attracting possums and raccoons, and everyone's like, oh my God, there's a possum here, there's a raccoons. Why? Why do you think? And two, for the people that live in these specific neighborhoods, like, we gotta hold each other accountable. I'm under the assumption that when this stuff is happening in these neighborhoods, there's no one around to really witness it, right? No one is really seeing it to be like, hey, right? I'm assuming people aren't that bold to be like, let me take a whole cake that I'm no longer using. Let me just toss that on the floor. I'm pretty sure they're doing that late night. No one is around. But if they're not, and you see something, like, we got to speak up. Like, this is our neighborhoods. These are our communities. And we don't take care of it. We don't value them even in the slightest. We talk a big game when someone comes in and listen, me, even if it means I got to pay a little extra, my rent is much higher than it should be. But if I come home and it's a clean community, everybody is relaxed. It's something to be, I can put pride into that. Hey, yeah, come over to my place. Like, if you don't have like a driveway or something for people to just really just pull up right in front of where you live, where you may keep it clean yourself, it's like, it's embarrassing. This is neighborhoods everywhere. I mean, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I mean, I've been to New York, not just Brooklyn. I've been everywhere. Bronx, Queens, any place in New York, New Jersey. Like, these are my areas it's terrible. I watch videos and different stuff of people in different neighborhoods in different states. Like, we gotta do better. Saying no trash can is there isn't an excuse. Apartment buildings, they have trash areas, which you can clearly see. If it's really that serious, let me just walk over to this building. Let me dump something in their trash. There's private houses, if that's the specific neighborhood that you're in, they have trash cans. I may see someone coming to my trash can and opening, and putting something in there. I may be like, yo, what's this person doing? Like, why are you doing that? However, you know what? I'd rather you do that than just dump that on the ground right here or anywhere. Like there's options. Like we gotta stop being nasty. It is so annoying to hear people complain about, oh, they taking our neighborhoods and they raising our rent. For hardworking people like myself, hardworking Black and Hispanic people like myself, that want to come home in a nice, clean environment, we love that. Even if it means our rent goes up, even if it means our property taxes go up, you know what? I'll take that. It has nothing to do with being a sellout or anything like that. Like we work hard. Like I want where I live to be clean. I want my child to be able to just go outside and play. There were times in life where my daughter, she would say, hey, I want to go to the park. There was a time, I mean, they built like new parks around here and things like that. So fantastic for us now. But before, there was a time where I was like, I'm not taking you to this park. It's disgusting. Trash in the grass. People don't respect the playground. I would literally drive my daughter all the way to, I'm talking about like a 30-40 minute drive just to go to a nice, clean park where everything was maintained. And it doesn't mean that the people that work at the parks over here wasn't doing their job. They were. But they can't be here 24/7 cleaning up after everybody. Like, we got to take some responsibility, some ownership. You guys are disgusting. You know who you are. I'm not talking to everybody, but you know who you are. It's nasty. You should never feel comfortable with throwing a crazy amount of trash. It'd be the most random things too, man. Like, why are we tossing a whole plate of food on the ground? Rice, and I could say if it was an empty container, yes, it's still annoying, but at least it's not spaghetti, chicken, rice, oxtail, plantain, whatever. Half drunk beer bottles just tossed on the ground. COVID mask. Like, you could ball up your mask and put it in your pocket if you're going to switch your mask up, or if your mask is no longer good, ball it up, put it in your pocket, wait till you get somewhere where you can throw it out. Like, why is that being tossed on the ground? Like, that's nasty. And people really don't even, and me, I like, sometimes I feel like I overthink things and I look too deep, but it's like, all right, if you had COVID and you're wearing this mask, you toss it on the floor, people are walking their dogs. Like, and this is why when I walk my dog, I mean, I've always been like this because my dog is like my child. I monitor where he's going. Like, yeah, I let him be a little free, but I got to monitor because you don't know what idiot tossed some nonsense in there. Now we got flies and a bunch of crap. And speaking of dogs, this also applies. If you have a dog, I don't care, big, small, I don't care. Pick up after your dog. I understand that, we all understand that outside is a dog's bathroom, right? It's not like we have a bathroom in the house where they can go in and do all of that. We understand that. But the fact that you choose not to pick up after your dog, that is another thing added on top of the trash in these communities, that you guys are just littering, throwing all different types of garbage. But now you're walking your dog and you sit in there and you watching your dog take a shit and you have the intention to just leave it there. That's crazy to me. You're nasty. That tells me so much about a person, that you feel no shame walking your dog, watching your dog poop. It doesn't matter if they poop in front of someone's property. It doesn't matter if they poop in the grass, wherever. As long as you pick it up, it's all good. But the fact that y'all do not, I'm walking outside, no matter what neighborhood, and just a big pile of, especially you guys with big dogs. Come on. Like, we sign up for this. When we get a dog, we know what that comes with. It's not just, oh, good boy, I love you, protect the home, blah, 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 tummy rub. No, you got to clean up after your dog. If your child poops in his or her pamper and piss, are you not going to clean it up? Like, yo, some of y'all just be doing too much, man. Y'all disgusting. Y'all disgusting. But then we be so mad when other races come and judge us based off of these things. And I'm not saying it's all of us. I'm not. But when you in a community predominantly black and Hispanic, who else is it? I've seen people myself and I've had to call them out. Yo, do you live here? What are you doing right now? Like, that's how serious it is. Like, pick up after your damn dog. Just piles of poop that's just been sitting there for days. Or if it's fresh and now we got a million flies coming in to feed on that, to lay eggs on that and then make more flies. We gotta, come on. Like, how you're nasty. Like, we gotta do better. If you are someone that literally walks your dog, knows the intent of this walk is for him to defecate, and you just literally don't pick it up, you walk away comfortable. All right, let's go, boy. Let's go, girl. You're nasty. I don't care. That tells me so much about your character as a person. Like, how does your house look? Like, that gives me the impression is like, all right, your dog, if your dog pees in your house or poops in the house by accident, all you do is really wipe it up with a paper towel or pick it up with a paper towel or a bag and then you just toss it away. You don't disinfect the area. You don't lay down no Clorox, nothing. Like that's how I see it. Have you not stepped in dog poop in your life? Has that not frustrated you? Where you feeling so comfortable, you minding your business, you just walking and then you just at some point you just realize a pile of dog crap under your shoe and you walking into your house, you so upset. I mean, I don't allow shoes in my house, period. You got to leave your shoes at the door. And that's one of the main reasons of that. We need to really start enforcing that. Like, especially if we have kids in the house and everything, don't bring your shoes in the house. Unless it is house slippers or house, outside shoes, you can't bring that in here. You have ugly toes, make sure you're wearing socks. No shoes allowed. I mean, I don't even want to, I just wanted to really come and talk to you guys and just really try to understand, you know, if you feel I'm wrong, you feel I'm right, like talk to me in the comments. Like I want to try to understand why we fail in this way. And then we get mad when someone comes along and makes the neighborhood better, cleaner, right? I wish it didn't have to be that way. Because if we took care of things, the minority property owners that are there, they would stay too. They'd be like, yo, I have great tenants. They don't damage the property. They're not nasty. They don't throw out their trash like wild animals. Like there's a lot. Like I'm real anal when it comes to like being clean. I'm like, sure, I might take off my shirt when I get home and put it on the couch or something like that, but I'm not doing the extra. Like my trash area, I'm real anal about that. I don't want no wild animals being attracted to my house. I don't want my house smelling like garbage or dog shit or dog piss. Like I'm very anal about that. Like we gotta keep I'm clean. Like if that doesn't bother you, like I'm really anal. I recycle. Like I don't even pour liquids in the trash. Because you're taking out the trash and for some reason there might be a little hole or something, then that whatever liquids you're throwing, a combination of coffees and maybe food gravy and all of this other stuff, when that mixes up, that you know what it does. And then you pulling it out and then the liquids is trailing everywhere. Not even water. Not even water, because the trash is a bunch of stuff in there. I don't even pour water in there. I literally, whatever I'm throwing out in my house, I got to pour it down the sink first. Then I toss it out. Because I know what happened. Then you got the liquids inside of the trash can. That's going to end up sticking there, smelling, attracting flies, a whole bunch of crap. I throw out my garbage. I tie my bags up. There's no open trash with food or anything in there to attract anything to come. Because then they come, they eat. The flies are attracted to that trash, dog poop. They come, they lay their eggs, and you got a bunch of maggots. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's nasty, man. And I just want to end this video to this, man. I mean, pick up after yourself. Stop throwing garbage on your floors. Wait till you get home. Wait till you see a trash can. You're walking your dog. Pick up after your dog. You guys are disgusting. That tells me so much about a person. It tells me how nasty you are. Like, it doesn't matter if I come to your house and I see it's neat and clean. Like I said, your dog could probably piss on the floor, and all you're doing to clean that up is taking a paper towel, wiping that up, and that's it. No disinfecting, no nothing. It's nasty. If you're walking through your apartment, your hallways, whatever, and it smells like garbage and you don't care to clean up, mop, disinfect, you just comfortable being around that smell, that filth, you're nasty. Clean up after ourselves. If you guys agree with me, feel free to subscribe, right? Hit that like, notification bell. I'm smiling now, right? That's funny. But no, seriously, it's nasty, y'all. I mean, if y'all don't agree with me, if y'all do agree with me, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that, and we will continue to bring content. But when I'm by myself, I just want to use this platform to share my thoughts with you guys. So let me know what you think.